Hi, welcome to Nia's Divine Garden. This is Dania with a little story time. Yay! Um, if you're new here, welcome. I hope that you'll stay, subscribe, hit the like button, share, hit the notification bell, all of those good things. So, I wanted to share a little bit because I felt like this was a really cool verse in this essay. Um, that I was reading over, and how it really shared law of attraction. So in this particular verse, there is a man and a woman. So the man is like, yo, I want a wife, I want some kids, all that good stuff. And so he goes and he receives divination, and he's told to give an offering. So he's given several things that he must give as an offering. So then the woman, somewhere else, some woman, and is told the same thing. You know, you need to do. Once it's like, I want a husband, I want a family, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Given a list of things. Now, as you're reading, you'll realize they were both given the exact same number of things to give as an offering. It's like, okay, alrighty then. Um, so eventually they're like going to get the items and things, and they end up, because they need the same things, they are basically going to some of the same places to get these items. And there was this one place that had this one item, and it was the only place to get this item. So initially the woman gets there first and gets the item. And when the man arrives, he's like, yo, let me buy all that joint from you. I'm trying to get all this stuff, and let me buy that from you. And she's like, I didn't buy this to sell. I need this. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get my husband. I'm trying to get my kids. He's like, I understand that, but I'm trying to get my wife and my kids. And it was so cool because as I was reading it, it was like watching the movie. I was like, but Eshu shows up, and Eshu is the messenger. And so Eshu was like, yo, what's good? What's going on with y'all? Because right now they're just like, yo, I'm not giving this to you. He's like, but I need it. She's like, I need it too. And he's like, both of y'all come here. Hi, you meet your wife. You meet your husband. Come on. And they go through a ceremony. They give their offering, and they're married. Have a family, like 7 kids, like. And when I met that, I was like, yo, when like when you think about law of attraction, being in alignment, being in an energetic vibration, and understanding even beyond that, what I desire desires me. And that desire can be whether it's a partner, a job, a house, finances, children, a project, whatever that thing is that I desire from my inner being, from my soul, from my favorite self, or for others maybe your higher self. That thing is for me, and I desire it because it's desiring me. It's desiring for me to find it. And so when I realize this is what I desire, and I start praying and manifesting for what I desire, what the universe does is that it conspires. The divine is conspiring to bring the two of you together. The divine is conspiring to say, okay, so in the story, it's like, okay, we know exactly how to bring them two together. We're going to tell them both to do the same thing. It was as much about giving the offering, the energy exchange, as it was about the journey. The journey is important. We can't forget the journey towards our manifestation. That journey towards our manifestation is just as important as the end destination to our manifestation. So the journey to gather these items was equally important. And we sometimes forget that the journey is just as important as getting the manifestation itself. So we go through this, and we get the items. And so then it's like, okay, we're going through and doing all these steps. And what's beautiful is if you do the steps, what it's doing is it's bringing that thing to you and you to it. And y'all are both just basically going on the same journey to get to each other. This could be for any reason, but it's attraction. You are attracting it, you're manifesting it, you're calling it to you, you're calling it into your being. And I was like, yo, that's dope. That is really, really dope. There was some more personal things for me personally, but it was just really dope at how doing these things, taking these steps led you. And I think about some of the times, like different things that have come to pass, and thinking about the steps that were taken in order to get there. For instance, I wanted children. I wanted children. And I worked out, like doing things to try to make that happen, and it wasn't happening for me. Um, and looking at um looking at it and saying, okay, how is this going to play out? Sorry, my phone was ringing. And how can I make this, come to pass? And so, after a while, I just stopped. I kind of gave up. It's like, it's not going to happen for me. And that's the other thing. Sometimes we give up and we don't realize it's just, it has to take time. It has to build. There are things that have to come into place. So I was at a job. I had two jobs at the time. And the second job, I was just not willing to let go, for false sense of a misplaced sense of loyalty. And the universe is just like, I'm exhausted and things like that. And it's just like, you're not going to, you're not going to go. You just going to keep being tired. Okay, I got you. So I get a promotion at my day job, and still I haven't quit. All right, bet. So the the source of my false sense of loyalty ended up being let go. And it was so wild because the day I got that notification, I'm like sending an email. Hi, my last day is going to be on Wednesday. Like it was the thing holding me was no longer there. So I was able to let go. And had I not, I wouldn't have been off that weekend. I requested that weekend off, but he had put me on the schedule. So I wouldn't have been off. Being off allowed me the opportunity to meet. I mean, he's my ex-husband now, but he is the father of my children. I wouldn't have met him that day because I had to work. I had to work. I was already out there. I had planned to go to a day party. I went to that to support a friend. I get a message that, someone swiped on my profile. We end up messaging back and forth. It's like, well, just, we're in town. Let's just meet. So I was like, okay, well, let's meet at the park. We can go walk at the park. And I've had three sons. One is an angel, but I've birthed three sons, something that I had given up the idea that I would have to do that. And the journey to that was just as important. And it was like, I'm trying to move. And I don't know what steps he had to take on his side, but I know for me personally, there were certain things that took place, even as much as my hair. I had just recently started wearing my natural hair out. I had been natural for years, had not had a perm, wasn't wearing my hair out. I wasn't confident. I think it had only been maybe about 2-3 weeks, and I was wearing my natural hair out. But my profile had a wig. And so I'm like that day, like, yo, oh my God, I just need you to know my hair don't look like that no more. I don't. And he was like, oh, that's cool. I like natural hair. Again, had I not gone through this journey to accept my natural hair at the time, who knows? He may not have been as interested or anything, but I had my natural hair and he was cool with it. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I wear lip gloss. That's pretty much it. And that was his preference. So I say all of that to say, appreciate your journey. Yes, you're trying to get to a destination, and have faith that you are going to get there. I promise you're going to get there. Speaking as a poster child of bit by bit, it slow and steady is winning the race. You have to have the faith and you have to believe, because check this out. This is the other thing that I thought about. So both of them are trying to manifest the same thing. They're both trying to manifest each other. They don't realize they're manifesting each other, but they're trying to manifest each other. They could have easily, when Eshu came up, like, we're not listening to you. We're not listening to you. She need to give me this thing, and she'd be like, he need to leave me alone. And it could have all fallen apart. But both of them had a faith. Because otherwise, one, they wouldn't even been trying to give the offering. That was the first step of faith. Like, give these things. These don't even feel like it's related to what I'm asking for. Give these things. Okay, bet. I'm going to get these things. And then you go through it, and you go through that process, and you realize that, that unto itself is an act of faith. Then listening to the guidance, like, hey, I'm telling you, this is your husband, and I'm telling you, this is your wife. They didn't have to believe that. They didn't know each other. They had just met. Okay, that's my husband. That's my wife. Faith operated. And like immediately pregnant, 7 kids. Bow. Like, that is such a beautiful message of faith, of perseverance, of trusting in your guidance, of being in alignment and attracting that which you desire, and that thing that you desire also attracting you. I just thought that was a cool message and a cool story, and I just wanted to share my breakdown of it. I still have some other things I'm pulling from it for my own personal divination, but I thought it was really dope. So let me know what you think, especially practitioners. Let me, share your thoughts and your wisdom on that particular verse. But yeah, I wanted to break it down this way for the diaspora, so it was like easy to digest. I think that was an easy way digestion. So thank you again. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like, please share, and y'all have a great day.